Ladies and gents, welcome back to round one of the Total War YouTuber tournament, where today we're going to be having a little look at Overkill Total War versus Lionheart X10.
Indeed.
And on the Lionheart side, no, on the Overkill side, in fact, is that other voice you just heard. What's his name?
The donkey.
The donkey's on the other side. And
Officially donkey.
Officially donkey.
Over
and
here
Mr.
with
Smart Devin.
Mr. Smart Devin.
Ready to have another look at an important battle.
Yep. So what are we looking at unit-wise? Very diverse unit types.
Yeah, both sides have brought a nice variety of units. No sort of sword spam or just cav spam or anything. They've all brought everything.
Yep. Even cavalry. There's a melee cav and shock cav, and there's a little bit of everything. There literally is. There's axe units, there's sword units, there's spear units, there's different types of cavalry. There's no slingers though.
Oh my god, there's no hurlers. Okay, well, this battle's not going to be very good then, is it? Probably no point watching the rest of the battle, but I guess we'll have a little look.
So, to go a little more specifically, I've got a bunch of Nordic Horse Lords, Heroic Cavalry, and Saxon Lancers for the cavalry. 3 types of cavalry units there. Something that's actually a little, this is kind of relevant, but also not really. Something that we can't check is the hidden stats like cavalry or bonus versus cavalry for certain units, and this is one thing that a lot of people mentioned in the comments on the Legend of Total War battle versus who did he play again? Rex, yeah, Lord Rexelstar. Is that Legends Cavalry had a massive cavalry or bonus versus cavalry, which we didn't realize because the unit cards don't mention that. So that's something that we can't, like, we don't actually know all the units like exactly from.
Yeah, you have to guess. Basically, when it says like it has excellent attack against cavalry on the card, what it means is these stats are not its actual stats. That's what it's covering up.
Oh yeah, this heroic cavalry actually have the excellent attack against.
I think it's basically all spear cav have that little trait, which just gives them tons of extra attack against other cavalry.
I suppose, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I've got a whole bunch of elite Dukov spearmen. I don't remember ever seeing that unit in any game. We got some Nordic bows and some Nordic axe warriors, and of course the general, Nordic great leader, and Nordic warriors as well.
Yeah, I guess the main difference between these two armies, I was going to say they're looking pretty similar, but actually on, who am I again? The Overkill side, or the Lionheart side, whichever side I'm on. His main line is swords rather than spears, which could give him the advantage in the straight melee combat.
Godon's men and Godon's chosen. They're
really good. Godon's chosen stats are through the roof, and morale's almost off the chart. 70 attack and 50 damage. They will wreck everything. Interestingly, they actually, they're less good at attacking and doing damage than the axe units, which he's put on his right flank. So it seems Lionheart's planning to do some sort of right flank attack, but I mean the problem I'm seeing right now is Lionheart's right flank has nothing to stop the cavalry on Overkill's left flank. So it seems that Overkill could just run through on that side of the battlefield. Lionheart hasn't brought any spears.
He could bring his 2 cavalry units over from maybe center, but
it sort of looks like he was thinking of going left. Maybe once he sees the situation, he'll switch over and do a more balanced setup.
Yeah.
So yeah, Lionheart's formation pretty simple overall. Just a sword line and an archer line, and then cavalry looking like they're going to go left, axes going right. But as we said, might change it up right away.
Indeed.
So shall we have a look?
Yes,
in 3, 2, 1, figure-t.
Let's figure-t, boys.
Let's figure-t each other.
It's a nice snowy day. I like that they've gone for something a little diverse.
Out in the fields.
I suppose Saxons versus Langobards, pretty realistic to fight in the snow.
I mean, yeah, this is actually a pretty plausible matchup. So Lionheart is immediately switching over to take those guys out of reserve and balance it up a little bit. So correctly predicted, and it looks like Overkill's going even further out.
Yeah, he's moving his cavalry up a little bit.
The axeman, the axeman might come back in. I think he might abandon the right flank attack entirely, Lionheart.
Like Lionheart's the one moving up. Oh, never mind. Here we go with.
They're both coming at each other like Cleopatra each other's. That makes sense.
Yeah. If you want to go with that, then sure.
I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. Overkill going for the surround. It looks like he's going way out on the edges with the cav.
Yes.
Lionheart keeping them close.
Very wide with his formation as well as spear units, only 2 or 3 line deep.
Yes, I wonder if those swords would just rush through if Lionheart was to attack. Might just smash the spears apart.
Very tanky units though, 60 armor, 140.
They are good, yeah, so maybe that's going to work out.
But that 70 attack and 50 melee damage is pretty rough as well. Ooh, the archers on... The Elite Germanic archers seem to outrange the Nordic bows. Tier 1 versus Tier 2.
I think they might be like the sort of longbow-ish units. Slightly lower, higher range.
Attila doesn't bother with showing you the actual range on unit. For whatever
You wouldn't
reason.
want to know that. It's so unimportant. Why would you pay any attention to
Why
that?
did they take their stuff out? Anyway, this is the story for a different day.
Let's save the rants. So it looks like it's going to be an archer battle to get this battle started.
Indeed.
And I'm guessing from the looks of things, the Lionheart's going to have the slight advantage just because he bought better bows.
Yeah, and the fact that he brought those swords against the spear line should be in his favor as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking good in the center, but the flanks is where Overkill's going to try and work something here.
Exactly.
He's,
Looks
he's
like
coming in here on the edge.
On the edge there.
He might just go for an engagement. It's 3 versus 2.
Oh, there we go.
Looks like he is.
Cavalry. Noble
Horse
Germanic
lords
horsemen
versus
lords.
horsemen. Lords versus men, basically. Let's cut out all the other stuff. Heroic cavalry surely going to hack their way through those Germanic horsemen. Shock cav not really doing any shocking moves.
No,
just running into the back of their own men like they just don't care. But it looks like a big infantry charge is going to happen. Yeah. The swords are going to go up against the spears, so let's see. The spears just stopping in time and forming a shield wall at the last second. So they're probably not going to break through because of that. They are just going to clash against them. Not really getting any kills on the charge at all. In fact, probably getting no kills in most cases.
Oh, the archers are starting to waver a little bit on Overkill's side.
Oh, yeah. Possibly
the
going to
cavalry
have to
engagement
leave.
still going strong. Germanic warband on Lionheart's side being pulled into that fight as well to help out the cavalry, the noble Germanic horsemen.
Yeah, it looks like
it's even sending his general over. Odin's Warlord, great unit as well, 150 HP. God, that's a lot.
I'm waiting for something to happen on the other side. There's just a cavalry standoff happening on the other side. Oh wait, tell a lie, an attack order has been given.
Yeah.
Overkill is just going to charge Lionheart's cav.
3 versus 2, really should be able to win that. If anything, you should probably just use 2 units to keep those 2 units of Lionheart busy, and then just use the other one to take the archers out or something.
Thing is, though, look at the center. Lionheart's guys are berserk. They didn't take any losses and have just hacked their way through the line entirely. They just absolutely destroyed them.
Very good for Lionheart.
How is Overkill possibly going to overcome that? He's charging his general in with the axes.
Yes.
His general's only got 24 attack.
He's got his axe units still available. We should be able to beat those sword units, but they're about to be flanked as well by the Germanic warband.
It's not looking too special. Overkill does have that 1 unit of shock cav, which is sneaking for a rear attack potentially over here.
He looks like it's going to attack that axe unit in the back, I would expect.
Go in there.
Axe unit's coming out.
Nah, they spotted it.
Looks like the flank is being won by the other flank. Overkill's right side and Lionheart's left is being won by Overkill. It's got a lot of cavalry in there, one of the Nordic warriors as well.
And the centre is just an absolute mess. There go the Lancers smashing into those archers who didn't even notice. Painful. It's a bad day to be an elite Germanic archer. And now all the other archers are just firing into the melee. Friendly fire be damned. Those axemen are going to try and... No, they're not trying to clear it up because they're on Overkill's side. They're going to make it even worse.
Lionheart's got like 3 just random sword units just doing nothing. Well, they're currently charging into the Overkill's general right now.
Yes.
With so much sword units is available. Looks pretty good for him. Oh,
he got him. That could make a difference.
Will
it make a difference? No immediate routes off that. Except, oh, maybe this unit here, there's Nordic warriors on the edge. Possibly because they're being rear attacked anyway. Look like they were bound to go. Lionheart's general, though, is pretty heavily engaged by cavalry. Looks like he's trying to save him.
Lionheart's general, that's the guy who's dead, I think.
Oh, was it? Oh, I was paying attention. I thought it was Overkill's.
That's why.
Oh, that's right. The enemy is red.
Yeah.
So it looks like both players probably going to lose their generals then in that case, because Overkill's general isn't in an ideal situation. He's being outflanked there by those berserking Godan's men.
Surprised he's still alive, to be fair.
They're going wild for this. I don't know how he survived so long.
But
still alive.
Lionheart generals broke or died a little earlier, I think may have actually been a more important death there, because it looks like he lost a lot of units from that. And Overkill was able to capitalize on that for just a minute before his own general went, of course.
Those Lancers might be able to finish off some of these Godan's men. They've been really damaged. They seem to lose nothing while charging through the main line, but they lost all their men at some point, possibly just being kited by archers. They lost them all in the second phase, and now a massive brawl.
Despite the unit actually, or the general actually being dead, the unit is still going.
They're fighting on. Godan's Warlord, and it looks like they might just about win their engagement.
Still got 68 morale, even though having lost about a third of their morale already. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, they just started with like 100 and something, so infinite morale on those men.
Looks like it's looking pretty good for Overkill right now.
Yeah, he's just cleared up the center. Looks like all those super heavy infantry have somehow been dealt with now.
Yep. Yeah, it's not looking good for him anymore.
There's not much left on either side. Now, a very slow rear charge coming in. Those Cav are exhausted. But they need to make one more charge. Go on, Cav. Jump over that fence.
Dominican Warband is coming out to counter-charge it.
They saw it. It's a counter-charge. That's going to make it even worse.
Yeah.
They're already wavering, yet they just routed immediately. So it's just the Warlord here, fighting on valiantly.
One Godan's chosen on the other side of the battlefield.
Oh yeah,
Forget about him.
So there is. This guy over here could suddenly teleport to the other side to save his general. Or he's going to get shot by all these archers who just run away.
It's that one unit remaining.
The general's gone, so what can Lionheart do with one unit? The battle is turning in our favour. Fantastic news.
That unit doesn't even care, they're still going.
He's still going to try and make an attack here.
Normally you
the
think
archers are routing away, they don't like the look of this.
They are losing morale slowly. He's running away from the unit. What's he going to do? What's his plan here?
I can't tell what he's trying to do.
He's very tired as well.
He's running up and down now. But he's not going to quit. He's not going to give this battle to Overkill. He's still going to try and go for it.
Against the Nordic Axe Warriors. I don't think it's going to go very
well.
They're
going in. They're going for a berserk charge.
Man, they are just not willing to run. They're not even wavering yet.
Bang. Right in there.
That's very long, though.
Now, let's watch how Lionheart wins the battle from here. Oh, well, his men died for some reason. Okay, never mind.
That's ridiculous.
That didn't go as expected. No. Unfortunate move. Pyrrhic victory. So it looks like it was closely fought. I really thought Lionheart had got something there when he just smashed all of Overkill's infantry, just disappeared, and Lionheart lost basically nothing in exchange for that. And I thought, well, surely he can go on to just finish it off. But somehow all his men died, and I don't quite know why.
Yeah, I also don't really...
Where did they go?
Because they didn't lose anything against the melee, or against the spears, and all of a sudden, 2 minutes later, they were half dead. And it's like, what happened to them?
I only guess they got either archered to death, or those 2 axe units that were in reserve somehow took on all 4 of the sword units and just killed them. Which I guess they did, because those axe units are still alive.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened.
I don't know if that makes total sense, because I mean, the axemen have quite worse stats than those swordsmen. Even though they're supposed to be a shock attack unit, they still had lower attack than those swordsmen just because they were so good.
It might not make total sense, but this is, after all, Total War.
Oh, that makes total sense.
Yes.
Right, something. Well, the basic summary is that Overkill won the battle somehow, probably because he was cheating, as usual. So that means he is going to go on to
Everyone who wins is a cheater, so...
Everyone who wins is a cheater. That is the moral of the story.
Yep.
And he's going to be facing a Prussian prince in the next round.
Indeed.
So that's going to be a hard one.
Good luck to him, indeed.
So he's taken down the man with the heart of the lion. But can he take down a man who is next in line to take over a non-existent kingdom?
Good luck to him. Until next time, thank you for watching. Have a good day and goodbye.
See you then.